Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, as promised, I have my ShipMyCards return. So, bunch of sick cards in here. I guess there's nothing that crazy valuable, but there's like some seriously cool cards in this one. So, yeah, we'll start off with the card on the top, which is this man, Roberto Luongo Gold Prism from 13-14. Funny enough, I did lose one of my quote-unquote few subs because I was murdering him in a debate about Luongo in the comment sections. So if you're watching this, I could use some subs right now because I lost one of my few subs, his words. Yeah, and he also told me to stop flexing as much. So I'm going to try to be, well, he said it sarcastically, but I assume he wants me not to flex as much. So I've decided to stop showing so many cool cards because I think people would rather just see like $2 and $5 cards, which I have plenty of, by the way. There's a bunch of like crappy low-end cards here. Could show those if you guys want, but I'm guessing you don't. So, oh, what is this doing in the background? That's not supposed to be there. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no more flexing. So I'll try not to flex as much going forward, but yeah, here's a pretty sick card. Luongo Gold Prism. I'm curious about the condition on this one. These are usually in good shape, but ooh, looks really good. That looks quite good. Does it have a scratch? I don't know. Looks pretty good. Could definitely be a gem contender. But yeah, this I think is his best refractor card. Well, second best, like the Black Prism. Black Finite would be the best one of this card, but as far as the actual card itself, I think this is as good as it gets. So that's sick. Sick looking card. I used to have the McKinnon rookie of this, which I kind of regretted getting rid of. Well, I didn't really regret it because I got a good price for it, but it's just such a sick card. So glad to have another card from this set because I do think these gold prisms are like the nicest looking hockey gold refractors out there pretty much. So yeah, that's sick card. So now I have this one. I have the Select PSA 10 I showed last video. So yeah, maybe we'll see if I can try and get the one of ones. He also has a one of one, what is it, credentials. It's the set where the jersey numbers are like it's like two cards. One of them is numbered to the jersey number. The other one's numbered reverse out of 100. So he has 1 out of 99, and he has one that's a 1 of 1, which would be a crazy card. But yeah, I don't know where those would be, but someone probably has them. But yeah, nice start there with that one. Next up, by the way, hit the like button if you like seeing good cards, or if you prefer me just to show like dollar box cards, because I'm guessing most of you would rather watch nice cards. Maybe that's just my own taste, because I'm definitely a snob like that. Like if I'm watching a channel and they're showing $2 cards, I mean, it's just not that cool. But yeah, I try to show cool cards on this channel, even if they're not that expensive, if they're just like rare and unique. That's kind of what I try to show, and there's some sick stuff in this. So there's a Pedersen Seismic Gold. So I have all his Seismic Golds. This one looks really nice. Not going to take every card out. I can do that later. Okay, this card is like seriously a sick card. I bought this one a while ago. I just have to pray to Christ that it's not recolored like every freaking game jersey card I bought recently. But yeah, Mario 2-color from this set is just like such a white whale. It's not even funny. I was looking up at the sales history on Card Ladder, trying to see like examples of a 2-color that it's sold. And I did this a while ago, so I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think I saw like 2 sales in the history of like all the sales data that they have. And for example, like Cup Patch Autos, I think there was like hundreds of sales. So this is just like, this card is just an amazing card, and I think it was crazy. Like I paid $1,200 US for this. I would have thought this would be like a $10,000 card, because how isn't it? It's like second best player of all time, 1 in 2,500, first ever. It's like important set. Then the 2-color just puts it to like another tier of just insane rarity. So yeah, pretty crazy. Hopefully, like I don't care about the condition, just don't want it to be altered, obviously. Or like, I think it might have kind of like a crease sort of thing. But this is like the most delicate card stock. Yeah, the bottom right there, you can see like a tiny little indent. So, but that's not too bad. I could see that still getting like a 7 or like a 6. Don't think it would kill it. But the thing that's been killing me with these is people pulling out their little felt markers. But I don't see anything, so hopefully it was just bad luck having the other two be recolored. But yeah, this is like best player from the 90s easily. Like Gretzky was not on Lemieux's level during the 90s. You can look up the stats for that one if you don't believe that. But yeah, so the best player, one of the best cards from the 90s. He's the best player in the checklist, first ever game jersey. So yeah, it's just a crazy card. I ended up selling my one color yellow just because to upgrade to this one. So now I got to get that graded, and yeah, that's just absolutely sick card. Maybe the best card in this video. We'll see. Alright, so not all the stuff's going to be that good. There's like a bunch of random stuff. So when Platinum came out, I was buying into a bunch of player breaks, just picking Pettersson for like $5, or you'd like win the auction. But I don't know, it's like whatever. It was like worth a shot. Who knows? Maybe the Golden Treasures would have came out of one of those breaks or something. So there's a few of those sort of cards in here. The problem is the breakers are like sending all the commons to what's it called? ShipMyCards. So I was getting like feed like for lot sizes. So they charged me like $7 for like this base card to arrive in a lot, and these cards are basically worthless. So yeah, I probably won't try doing that again. Not the wisest thing. Kind of a random one here. This is probably not even a card I'll keep, to be honest. It's just a first ever year of ice. I think it's the first year. I haven't researched it that much, but I'm pretty sure this was the first year of ice, and it's Pavel Bure. There is a better parallel to this one, which I bought one off eBay, but it was in really bad shape. It's not like numbered or anything, and it has a dumb name. What was it? Power Shift. Yeah, I don't really like that name for a parallel. It just sounds dumb and not being numbered, but I like the design of the card, and I love ice, so I wish this would have had like a numbered to 99 parallel or something. That would have been sick, but yeah, I'll probably not keep that one. So there will be some PMGs in here because I am working on that set. Most of these are just ones I won for cheap on auctions, and then usually it's a good thing to have the ShipMyCards account, because a lot of auctions that will go cheap are like US auctions, and sometimes the sellers won't allow Canadians to even bid. So some of these cards will just go for so cheap. So I probably got this for like $15 or something. I'm not really caring too much about the rookies in this set, to be honest, but if I can get a cheap auction for a green rookie, I'll get it. Other than that, I'll just try and get reds. But there's Keegan Colasar. Here's a pretty big one. I think this is a couple $100 card. This is the PMG Red All-Star. Not a variation, it's just like a subset or something. What do you guys call it when a card appears on the checklist later than the first card? Like he has card number 97, and now he has this All-Star card number 192. It's not like an insert. I don't know. Subset, is that the right phrase for that? But either way, it's not like his true card from the set. It's his second card. I don't really need this one in a green, but maybe in the future, if there's like a cheap auction for it or something, I would try and get the green for this, just to pair it with the green I have of the other one. But yeah, that's a pretty nice card. There's more of these cheap Pettersson cards. I got charged like $5 to get these shipped there, so pretty fat L on that one. Alright, what is this? Thatcher Demko. I think I was buying some of these OPG Platinums for Demko. So a good tip out there is try to think of like a good player, not like a hobby. It doesn't have to necessarily be a hobby star, but it's better if they are. And if they didn't have like an OPG Platinum card, then that means when they're finally on the checklist, this will be their first OPG Platinum card. So Demko's still young, like he's borderline star goalie. Like he hasn't really stayed healthy, but I think he could have a huge season if he stays healthy and the Canucks defense isn't brutal. But yeah, this is his first ever OPG Platinum card. So yeah, there's going to be some pretty interesting players in the upcoming years who have good cards to look for in OPG Platinum. One of them would be Tage Thompson, because obviously he does have a card. He has the rookie one in the St. Louis jersey, but if I was collecting from Buffalo, honestly, I would just want his card of him in a Buffalo Sabres jersey. So that's the sort of example of a card that you could maybe pick up like a gold for really cheap, because the person selling it's not thinking of it as a big card because it's not a rookie or whatever. But down the line, I think the collectors are going to want, like if I was collecting someone, I would want the them in the jersey of the team that I cheered for. More than the rookie, probably. Kind of depends on like what the player would be, but yeah, I'm just like putting myself, like if I was a Buffalo Sabres fan, I wouldn't really want those St. Louis Blues rookie cards because I wouldn't like be nostalgic for it or whatever, because like no one really knew who he was when he was a rookie. I guess he was a first round pick, but late first rounder. So there's a Cosmic Pedersen. I don't think I pulled that one. I think I had to buy it. Same with this one. So I don't have the 1 of 1, but I just kind of buy the parallels if they're cheap, and then I'll just stash them away, and then if I get the 1 of 1, then I'll start grading these and try and complete the full rainbow set. Couple reds, I guess. Tyler Benson, Keegan. So I obviously don't need that one anymore. Okay. There's an interesting one. This is one of the few remaining Bure cards that I need for my PC. Not this card, but a similar card to this, very similar. This is his 98 Finest Refractor with the peel. It's an unfortunate thing, but in that set, they have the base refractor, which is this one. Can't remember the odds, maybe 1 in 12 packs or something. And then they have the no peel refractor, and all it is, it kind of just looks identical, but it doesn't have the protective peel on it, and the back is shinier or something like that. But it's just unfortunate because this design is so sick that it's just a dumb parallel to do, like a no protector parallel. Like if they would have did a gold refractor with this design or something, like could have been an amazing card, but it's still a really good card that I want to get. So this one I just bought. Look at that all that random crap you get on the peel. I'm definitely just going to peel this and grade it if it looks like it would be a 9 or better. But I do want the best parallel of this for my PC, so I'm looking for the no peel refractor. That's a sort of card that literally could get listed on eBay for like $5 if someone doesn't know what it is. But I would pay hundreds of dollars for that card. So if someone has one, I would trade for it. I would even trade my Bure Artifacts dual jersey, numbered out of 5, that I showed in the last video, and I paid like $400 for that. So just throwing that out there, but this is like, I'm guessing the actual amount of them out there is like less than 100. So definitely a rare, tough card to find. Love the picture on that one. All right, here's like randomly one of the best cards in this order. Bought this one a while ago actually, and basically just ended up winning this auction for a lot cheaper than what I thought the card would go for. So it's one of those ones I didn't really think I'd win, but yeah, we've got the Dominic Hasek Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor, which is, to me, this is sick because this is the best goalie of the 90s for sure, and the best goalie of all time in my opinion. And this is the best card from the 90s, and it's just like perfect there with the goat head and those pads. Like that is like exactly how I would want to have Dominic Hasek look on my card, because yeah, that is just iconic. Curious on the condition of this one. Let's see. Hopefully it's like gradable, at least like mint or something. A little tough to tell. I think I see some like surface scratches maybe, but it's kind of hard to tell with that cracked ice design. But probably at least a mint condition or near mint, so we'll see if it's gradable or not. Just from a glancing in the video, it appears to be gradable, but I'd have to look at it closer. But man, that's just an incredible card. I don't know if I'll keep this one just because like it doesn't fit into like a collection. I'm not PCing Hasek. This is the sort of card I would love to own, but it's just like if you have a lot of cards like this, just so much money gets tied up into them, and then it hurts my ability to get other cards that fit better into like what I'm trying to collect. So, but man, if money was not a thing, I would 100% get this whole set because it's just like the nicest card ever. So sick. Alright, another pretty sick rare card. This one's 03. Apparently this one's in bad condition is what the seller messaged me on IG and told me after I bought it, but he had it in the description. I won the auction again for like so cheap, like $40. It's like playing years Mario Lemieux refractor, numbered to 300. And what you have to realize about Mario Lemieux is when he retired, he's not on like almost all the best cards, which were from 1998. So there's no Mario Lemieux Atomic. Like his best cards I think are from 1997. I can't remember. I mean, you could argue the game jersey is his best card right here, honestly. But it's probably like he has a gold, mirror gold or whatever, which if it wasn't backdoored, that'd probably be his best card. He has like a black diamond, quad diamond. Like he has a few rare cards, but he doesn't have as many as the other stars from the 90s because of the cancer retirement or whatever it was. So yeah, that was card number, that's 80 out of 300. This one also has the gold refractors out of 50, which is another set I would totally put together if I just had unlimited money, but sadly I don't. But yeah, pretty cool card. Here's another PMG. This is actually one of the bigger ones just because this is Shesterkin's first PMG, so people kind of ask pretty high asking prices for this one, but I think I got a good deal in an auction for this. So yeah, there's the Shesterkin. Alright, stack of cards here. Got a Roman Josi All-Star PMG. That's for my set. So again, speaking of like first appearances on cards, probably shouldn't even show this card in the video because my card was full, so I had to restart the recording. But what was I saying? Something about this is probably I shouldn't even show like cards like this because it's just gonna add, maybe make other people like try to buy these as well. But yeah, for the same reason I was saying, like I think the OPG Platinum, when Thompson's on the checklist in his Buffalo jersey, would be like a good card to buy and invest in. This is his first ever Upper Deck flagship card in this. So I think I saw High Gloss sold for like good, like pretty good deal, like 100 US or something. And yeah, I feel like that's just such a good investment. Because if you imagine like if Tage Thompson is just like perennial 40, 50 goal scorer superstar for all of his prime, there's going to be a bunch of people who are like 11 years old right now, and they're going to watch that and be nostalgic for that. And I feel like a card like this, like I would want to buy this because this is how I would remember him. I wouldn't really care about the St. Louis as much. Not saying that the rookie won't be valuable, but this also would be a card collectors would want. And I'm just saying that because I know that's what I would want. So could be maybe I'm unique like that. I don't really care about the rookie year stuff nearly as much as people. Like my Pedersen PMG 1 of 1, someone commented on it. They were like, oh, shame it's not a rookie card. It's like, to me, it's his first PMG, so I don't even care. If it was a rookie or not a rookie, it's the exact same thing as far as how much I would want it. So yeah, here's one. I can't remember why I bought that. I was just thinking he might have a good year or something. Hopefully I didn't pay too much for that. Yeah, another one, I bought this to grade it a while ago. Red Prism, Byfield. This one I think I got for really cheap, so I figured it'd be good to buy and grade. Montreal guy, so it can be pretty valuable if it gets a 10. Here's a Rasmus Dahlin PMG Red. I would love to get the green of this card. Dahlin's just an absolute sick player. I saw some like guy who has a sick collection of Buffalo Sabres cards has the 1 of 1 gold of this. So I won't be able to get that card. It doesn't look like, but yeah, I would like to get a green one, but for now I have a red. Here's a McDavid refractor. Not sure. Might have just bought this for $5-10, just hoping it's in good shape to grade it. This Pedersen, I have this one for my set, but it's a PSA 8, so I was buying another copy hoping it'll be in at least 9 or better condition, because every other card I have graded is all 9 or higher. Here's another random Pedersen card, probably from one of those breaks. Here's Victor Hedman PMG Green. This is a sick card because this is Hedman's first ever PMG. They didn't put him on the regular base set, they just threw him in the All-Star set. And I actually think it's a really cool looking card, just like the black and white jersey just looks nice with that emerald green. So yeah, I was looking for one of these for a while, and I think I paid like 100 US for this, which for a player that good, I just feel like that's a great deal. So yeah, I love that card. So that one's for my PMG set. I'm only like 30% through this, so this is like a lot of cards in here. Here's one for my Canuck Future Watch set, Brendan Gaunt's Inscription. Pretty sure there would be a black gold of this, so could maybe upgrade to that, but for now the inscribed is the best copy that I have. Here's a really nice one. This is a good example of not like overpaying for stuff when sets come out, because I remember I really liked the look of this patch auto out of, I think this is like 2020 SP Authentic that this comes out of. Yeah, 2020 SP Authentic. But I saw a few of these on eBay, saw like the McDavid, and I was like, damn, that is a nice card. Got like just a perfect like amount of holo foil, the blue auto, like just a sick card. But I remember offering like $350 for one of these Canadian, and the guy was like counter offering $380 or something like that, and I was just like, nah, fuck it, it's too expensive. But then I waited, and then like a year later, I bid. I think I put a 200 US max bid on this, and I won the auction for 95 US. So crazy, just got it for way cheaper. And I think this one had a nicer patch, and the auto is almost perfect too. So yeah, that's a cool card. Not really gonna collect too much random patch autos for Pettersson, but if I like the look of it, why not? Especially for $90, like that's just awesome card for that price. All right, here's a Carter Hart, probably his first ever PMG card. Still a young goalie who could still be like a star, but yeah, Philly's a pretty bad team, I think. All right, here's a random one that I overpaid for. Pettersson, serial numbered out of 5, base parallel, bunch of gold hollow foil on it. Figured can't go wrong there, but I did pay like 75 US for this, which felt kind of fair, but then I saw the McDavid auction. So obviously McDavid should way outsell Pettersson, and that sold for like 75 US. And I didn't see that auction, or else I would have bought that to pair it up with this Pettersson. So I think Credential's actually a cool set. This card, I love the bottom part of it. Like the bottom design is awesome. The top and like the player is just a little bit too empty. I kind of like Panini contenders when they put like the barcode on it and stuff. Like it looks like a modern like digital ticket. It's actually really cool. But this looks a little bit too much like a normal card, in my opinion. It should look a bit more like a ticket, but still cool. Numbered out of 5. There's also 1/1 parallel of this card. But yeah, I haven't seen that one. Another Pettersson Cosmic. I think some of these were listed for like 10 or 15 bucks. So I just bought a few of them, and then I'll grade them maybe if I ever get the 1/1. I think I actually have like pretty much every parallel except the Emerald Surge and the 1/1. So I've actually had decent progress on that. All right, more Roberto Luongo. Do like buying Luongo cards. I do like the fact that there's so many people who just like are just delusional about Luongo. Like I was in like a Twitter debate with some guy. Not even a debate, because the guy's just like, I shouldn't even be like trying to argue with these people because they don't even have a clue what they're talking about. But yeah, he's trying to say Kirk McLean is like the better player than Luongo, and it's just like embarrassing at this point. So I love how underrated Luongo is. I love Upper Deck High Gloss. This got the Stanley Cup Finals patch. Yeah, by the way, Luongo was 100% not the reason we didn't win the cup in 2011. Go look at those game logs. We lost 4 games, right? Because we lost in 7 games. In those 4 games we lost, the Canucks scored 3 goals combined. 3 goals they scored during those 4 games. And there's idiots out there who are like, oh, Luongo, he choked. It's like, did Luongo play amazing in those games they lost? No, he had got lit up at the end of the games when they were blowouts because the whole team just like did not show up. So if anyone choked, it was the Sedins. It was like the top players, the skaters. But yeah, even with those crazy blow-up games that totally destroyed his stats, he still has like good, solid numbers from that playoff run, and his playoff numbers overall are really good. So yeah, it was kind of crazy how often the team would just like quit on him and just giving up 2-on-1s and shit. Like, I don't know. I think the game they lost 8-1, it was like 4-0 with like 9 minutes to go in the third. So the Canucks just had this weird sort of ability to just like randomly just disappear back in those days. But yeah, I want to try and get all his high glosses. So this is the first one I was able to get, and I think that's so sick. I love the hollow foil. It's actually a cool photo. I didn't think it looked that great from ComC, but I really like it now to have it in hand. So if anyone has any of those, I'm looking for them. I will even trade, just see if I can find an example. I have a bunch of these Cup Gold parallels out of 10, and I like these cards, but I don't like them nearly as much as the high glosses. So if anyone has Luongo high gloss, I'll trade these 1-for-1. So this has a game used patch. They're both numbered out of 10, so pretty fair offer in my opinion. But yeah, that's a sweet card. Definitely going to grade that, and that one's staying in the PC. All right, there's still some crazy cool cards in this video, and this one, I bet you this is a card most of you would not be aware of, and I wasn't really aware of it. Can't remember what got me to like find this card and like figure out about this card. But basically I was thinking about, you know, on the back of cards they'll have like player stats for example, this Luongo. Yeah, usually the card sets will have player stats, right? So this would have been the 2011 card, but as you can see, stats only go to 2010 because they print the card at the beginning of the year. They don't know what his stats are going to be yet, so you can't actually have like all the stats up to date. And what I was thinking about with Gretzky is like, if you buy his last card from Upper Deck, it's not going to have his full career stats on it. And what made Gretzky the GOAT? Well, guess what? It was his stats. If you think Gretzky's the GOAT because he won 4 cups, you have no idea what you're talking about. There's a bunch of people out there who have won multiple cups. Patrick Maroon has 3 cups, so I guess he's 1 away from Gretzky status. But no, the reason Gretzky is the GOAT is his stats. Yes, individual stats. That is why Gretzky is the GOAT. The 200-point seasons, 5 of them in a row. The fact that if you took away his goals, he'd still be like all-time leader in points. All the crazy like trivia things. But the reason I wanted this card is because this is the next year after he had retired. Then Upper Deck, what they did, because he was such a legend, they actually devoted the first 10 cards of their base flagship product to Wayne Gretzky. So the first 10 cards in the set are all different Wayne Gretzky cards. I think there's a few Oiler ones. I'm guessing there's like Kings ones and maybe even like a St. Louis and some Rangers. Just like different Gretzkys. But for me, I wanted to get card number 1 because that's like, to me, that's like the true card in the set. And yeah, there's his glorious stats, every single stat. So actually has his full career stats on the back. And it's the exclusives parallel, numbered to 100, number 79 of 100, which is kind of cool because of the 1979 OPG. And awesome photo. I mean, obviously you can't get a playing years one of him in a Oilers jersey. So like for this card to exist, it had to be outside of his playing years. And usually I only want playing years cards, but just obviously I had to make an exception. So I just thought this card was so cool, and it was like not even that expensive. So I don't think the hobby's like that aware of this card. So yeah, I bought that one. Pretty sick. Just think about like how insane that is. Like imagine McDavid retiring. They're not going to put the first 10 cards of next year's Upper Deck, you know, for McDavid. Like the fact they did that for Gretzky just like proves how much of a legend he is. Because this was not a special product. This is literally just Upper Deck, the regular product. So, and for some reason, I think it's so cool if it's card number 1. It's like such an importance being put on the card when it's the first card in the set. Like not every set, sometimes they have a random number 1, but usually it's not random. Usually it's like really good player. Like with Upper Deck Young Guns, the first Young Guns, card number 201 is usually like the top prospect from that year. So it's just something I find kind of cool. There's actually more stuff here that I didn't even open yet. So yeah, like I said with that Tage Thompson card, first year Buffalo, I just went on ComC and just like bought them all because I think this whole stack is the same card. This is a silver foil parallel, but these are like $1 each when I was buying them, maybe $2, so I bought up to. This is the speckled rainbow foil. I think these were like $10 each, and I only got a few of these ones. But I just basically bought all of them because I figure like, whatever, I'm not going to bother grading them now because they're cheap. But if you told me in the future that this was like, you know, I could get $200 for PSA 10, like 7 years from now for one of these, I'd be like, yeah, I'd believe that. We saw what happened in the pandemic. People were just buying like crazy stuff that wasn't even rare. So not a bad card to just buy, throw it in a box, and then see what happens kind of. So that's kind of what I did with these Tage Thompsons. All right, here is another game jersey card. It's a card I've had horrible luck with. I've bought in... Oh yeah, I forgot I bought this too. I think I just put a small bid on this and won it, so I don't know. I already have this card in a PSA 10, so probably didn't need it, but maybe if it's gradable, I can grade it and make money. And I hate when there's like tape on these things. Especially this card is like, you have to be so careful with these cards because you could just like accidentally bend them. But yeah, I don't know. This card, I bought this 3 times now. One of the times the corner was like bent off of it pretty much. Another time it was recolored. I'm just hoping this is just a legit copy finally of this 2-color. My other one I sold on eBay, and then the eBay like verifying people, they damaged the card. So the guy got it and it was like bent. Like, so now I had to do a return for it. So yeah, this card's just been a nightmare for me to get. I don't know why. So yeah, hopefully this one's good. Probably has some like little problems with like little bends and stuff on the surface. These usually do. That's why they're always like in PSA 7s and 6s and stuff. But yeah, hopefully no moron took a pen out and recolored the edges. Looks good, but yeah, who knows. But yeah, that's pretty sick. So now I eventually want to get the whole set in a 2-color. So 2-color Bure, 2-color Mario. To me, these are like the 2 best cards. I guess you could argue the Yager's better than the Bure. I think they're pretty close. Pretty funny. Bure is like pretty close to on par with Yager in the hobby. Weird, he doesn't have any Stanley Cups. Why is that? Simply because he's one of the most exciting players in history of the sport. So people are nostalgic for that and they want to collect that. No one cares about collecting cups. Sorry to break it to some of these investor guys who don't know what cards to buy, and they think buying people because they have cups is like a good investment or whatever. Good luck with that. I'll just keep buying McDavid, Jack Hughes, like all these like young studs, and I'll buy them based off their hockey skill, and I'll probably keep making money at that. So yeah. Anyways, here's Jonathan Toews, PMG green. That's a pretty good one, I guess. It's from the actual base set. So for like the first 100 cards where it's not rookies or all-stars, I want to try and get at least all greens or golds. Here is, who is that? We don't have to look at it, but Shea Weber. So you just have to, oh, never mind. I can just move that. Oh, that's one of the all-star ones. So here is Tom Wilson, I guess. I don't know when I'm going to grade all these. Like, honestly, I don't want to waste that much money grading all of these. So I'm just kind of accumulating a lot of them. Like, I feel like they're just kind of too cheap. You can often, a lot of these I got off ComC for like $4 or $5. Still numbered to 90, precious metal gems. I mean, I just feel like I need to buy them at that price. Here's a rare one from my Future Watch Canuck collection. It's a limited parallel for Patrick Colombe. Love finding these rare limited ones. Couple more reds. I think I bought a few of these off ComC because like canvas cards, they're like always in amazing condition. So if you can get these for like $3-4, grade it, get a PSA 10. I don't know. I feel like you can make money off of that. I find it hilarious when people are spending huge money on like Black Label 10 canvas cards. It's like insane to me. Like they all look perfect, dude. There's no way Beckett knows how to like be accurately grading Black Label standards on a canvas card, because they literally, unless the corner's dinged, they pretty much all look like Black Labels, or I guess it could be off-centered. But yeah, there's a Yolevi, Romanov, more of those. So a decent amount of stuff to grade in this one. All right, next up, most of these I'm just buying not in a slab, but I think this one I just had to pay like a little bit more than what it cost to get a card graded, so it's like, why not? So Nico Hischier for the All-Stars. That one, don't really care about getting a green for that, so, and I also don't care about the grade on them, so PSA 6 was perfect. Probably paid $20 US for this or something, so happy to buy it at that price. All right, here's actually a really, really kind of random looking card, but this is sick. This is the Le'Veon Bell Cracked Ice True Contenders Rookie Cracked Ice. So these are numbered out of 20 something. I think like 21. I can't really see it though. Oh yeah, 21 right there. So this is 8 of 21. Unfortunately, the cracked ice effect's a little bit, I mean, you can see it from some angles, but it's a little bit like subtle on this design. But yeah, Le'Veon Bell is like a fantasy football legend, honestly. Like, especially if you were playing DraftKings from like 2014 to like 2016, Bell was just like an absolute fantasy machine. So kind of like collecting some of these like fantasy football goats, and it's crazy how affordable these are. Like this was like $140 US. It's like one of the best rookies, the cracked ice, super low numbering. I don't understand how there's not like a bunch of Steelers fans like bidding these up higher. Like, it's crazy to me. But yeah, people in football, they just don't care unless it's the quarterback, which makes me wonder if it's like, if football is just a bunch of flippers or if people actually collect it. But for me, I like collecting like Le'Veon Bell. I would collect Antonio Brown, even though he's kind of like a complete nut job now, but he was a sick player too. Him and Le'Veon Bell on that Steelers team. But yeah, like Julio Jones, I like the positional players more than the quarterbacks, but I'm probably unique in that. Yeah, you can see the cracked ice a little bit there. Just sick, totally sick card. But yeah, pretty random. I'm going to definitely crack this, send it to PSA. I have like a David Johnson cracked ice. He's another running back. I have Devontae Freeman. I have a couple guys, but Le'Veon Bell's this is my favorite one for sure. So, pretty cool. All right, and that card was kind of out of left field. This one you guys definitely aren't going to be expecting to see. This is actually such a sick card, though. So, what this card is, this is 2002 Upper Deck Gold Tiger Woods, card number 1. Again, when it's card number 1 in the set, it's not a coincidence that Tiger Woods was card number 1. It's because he's the most important player in the set. But anyways, so he has his first ever Upper Deck card, 2001. Is that like iconic rookie card? But sadly, for some reason, Upper Deck, they did tons of serial numbered parallels around that time, but they didn't have parallels in that set. So all they have is that like super common rookie card of his. So I'm not interested in buying like a black label or even a PSA 10, like just paying for condition. I'm more interested in rare serial numbered stuff. So that got me thinking like, well, they did other years of Upper Deck. Maybe like he has a second year parallel. And sure enough, the second year they had a gold parallel numbered out of 100. So I researched that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I need this card. And then I looked it up on eBay, and this was sitting on there for, what, 900 US. Insane. This is the greatest, the most dominant athlete of all time right there. This is his first ever flagship serial number parallel out of 100, and I paid 900 US. Do you know how much dog shit cards have sold for like $30,000 in this hobby? This is like truly one of the best cards. Like this, the best player. This is the only card he has like this. The earliest copy of it. I'm sure he has some other parallels from later years. Also, I love that it's an action shot of him just peering a wedge there, 7-iron or whatever that is. The rookie one is just him like fist pumping or something. But yeah, just so sick. Gold parallel, numbered to 100. 9.5, which is fine because the card was so cheap that I'm fine to just crack it, and if it gets a PSA 9, whatever. But this was graded a long time ago, as you can tell from that. And apparently Beckett used to grade tougher, so I thought probably a good shot this would actually be a PSA 10. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that. $900, like, yeah, that's just insane. I mean, this is the most dominant athlete of all time. Tiger Woods, like, absolute. Generational, you can't even use for someone like Tiger. Like, he is like a once in every 100 years type of talent. A couple of times on my IG stories, I've said, like, McDavid's the best active player in all sports. But I have to correct myself. Tiger Woods is not retired yet. So that belongs to Tiger Woods. He's the best athlete, I think, ever, as far as how dominant he was in his field, even more so than Jordan or anybody else. So, yeah, just incredible card there. And yeah, Tiger is one of my favorite players of all time. Like, man, I remember the Masters, his comeback win at the Masters. Like, that was like one of probably my favorite sports memory ever, watching him win that. So definitely nostalgic for Tiger, and I just wanted to get one card. I would love to get his best card, in my opinion, is his gold authentic rookies parallel. His rookie card, SP Authentic, they had a gold one numbered to 100. That card, though, is probably like $30,000, so I just can't really deploy that type of money into a Tiger Woods card, even though it's probably not like a bad investment or anything. But yeah, I just figure I want to get one Tiger Woods card, and this is the perfect one to get because it's everything I love about a card. Base set, legend, serial numbered to 100, gold parallel. Just, it's also the rarest parallel too, I should say. There's no like numbered out of 10 or 1 of 1 or anything like that. And this is one of the best copies in technical condition out there. So pretty amazing card. When I found out about this one, I was just like, I think there was 3 of them on eBay. A couple of PSA 7s or something, and then a 9.5 for 900. And I was like, yeah, I need that card. So yeah, pretty sick card to end it. But yeah, anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.